as may be named a great tragedy which I now dread to tell.
A tragic life that he led. He was still a great man, whose name I now proudly announce, Oedipus, and I, his eldest daughter, Antigone.
Laius, king of Thebes, here is the oracle you seek. Your wife, Jocasta, will give you a son you crave, a husband to your wife, and a murderer to take your throne.
He was doomed with an evil fate from the very beginning, for right after his birth, he was made an orphan by his own parents.
It all started with the Delphic oracle before his birth that he would kill his father and marry his mother. So, his parents, also my grandparents, he loves Oedipus and his wife Jocasta, decided to leave their newborn son in the wilderness for the crime he, my father, hadn't committed.
Oh, my son, whom I gave birth to and whom I now sentenced to death, for the crimes you are said to commit, but in fact haven't done.
Grieve not, my lady, for the safety of our city, the death of the little creature that barely live alive. Their death is a tolerable sacrifice.
Shall we at least give it a name?
Naming is an act unnecessary for those who wish to forget. Let the little creature live a world as if it had never been.
But here, the cruel fate seems to relent, and he was safe.
What cruel beasts are the parents that abandon the poor infant? Oh, merciful fact that is landed here, for I should bring the infant, born with the parent's disease, back to my king, Oedipus of Corinth, as a remedy to cure his childless pain.
He was later adopted by the childless king, Oedipus of Corinth, as his own son, grew to maturity in peace, until one night he dreamed of a terrible sin in which he killed Oedipus' man.
When he was about 18 years old, he had a nightmare.
How horrible and mysterious the vision was. Blood on my hands and tears in my eyes. And all these are for nothing but a faceless man. He cries for an oracle, and to Delphi I must go.
He went to Delphi to seek Apollo's instruction, and was informed that the faithless man was his father,
which led him to leave the land he grew up.
Kill my father and marry my mother, and atrocity too outrageous to enter human hearing. No, this shall not be. Though this faith of mine is merciless, I shall go against it by living courage, even it means being a homeless wanderer.
Out of his son's goodwill to his own father, he decided to exile himself and headed to the opposite direction from Corinth, the fateful direction that led him to his really home, as well as actual doom.
During his wandering, he accidentally killed 4 strangers, including an old man.
On the way, due to an unnecessary quarrel, he killed an old man and 3 of his attendants, and the old man was,
who happened to be his father.
Oh, woe betide anyone who is too proud to see the truth.
Laius was on his way to Delphi for another oracle to clarify who the faceless man was that killed him in his dream, finally met his fated end.
Neither the arrogant king nor the insolent wanderer would give way, and the latter did the former stay.
Being so kind a man, my father could not live with such a guilty conscience. Therefore, he tried to find a way to make up for the stranger's life he took.
After having borne the moral burden for several years, he finally came across a chance to evade it. He decided to deliver the people he didn't know by facing the man-devouring monster, the Sphinx, which he successfully did.
He solved the Sphinx riddle and severed a city that was strange to him.
What creatures goes on 4 feet in the morning, on 2 at noonday, on 3 in the evening? Man,
and the people made him king of the city by giving him the hand of the widowed queen.
My father settled in the city, married a woman, and had 4 children.
The city my father set free is Oedipus.
Now the abandoned child has found his way to the homeland he never knew, and will unknowingly become his slave.
He did for a time live in happiness and peace, until 10 years later a plague broke out.
O king, see with your own eyes. Our land is overwhelmed by the black waves of death.
A plague so devastating as none ever saw has been torturing our motherland. Creon, my loyal brother-in-law, have you brought Apollo's oracle from Delphi?
I have, my king. The god of truth wants us to crack the case unsolved. The murderer who killed the former Theban king, Laius, must be found and punished.
My late husband was killed on his way to Delphi, in a place where 3 roads meet.
It's been 12 years since then, and the clues are hard to find now. I suggest that we call for the help of the holy seer, Tiresias, who, though blind, can see the truth behind the shrouding darkness.
I was only 8 years old when Tiresias, the blind prophet, was led to the court.
Answer me, you blind old thing! Are you defaming with your silence?
So ignorant as you are proud, Oedipus, my silence is to shout to word of the truth, too dark to witness and too heavy to bear.
Nonsense!
Only to dull ears.
Tiresias, we need your help to solve the mystery of Laius' death. Just tell us the truth in plain words.
The truth is as plain as a person you see in front of you. The murderer is one who wears the crown of the murderer.
Oh,
truth too dark to witness and too heavy to bear.
The prophet's word, though strongly denied by my father, was too true to turn a blind eye to, and too crucial to be left untested.
Aye! Horror! Pain! I've done terrible things to the 2 who gave me life. Crimes too huge for hanging. I, resign the throne to the state, shall therefore punish myself by punishing my eyes that failed to see the truth.
Oh, a horrible and yet noble gift for such a kingly sinner.
such a sinner he is, and thus no longer his kingly duty fit to perform.
Creon, be the regent to govern our land and wait for Polynices, Oedipus' firstborn, to grow up enough for the throne.
For the plague he saw he brought to the city, my father put out his eye and left the city. My elder sister went with him, for I wasn't brave enough to be homeless and take care of a blind wanderer.
People of Thebes, 10 years ago, you gave me the power to rule this land as a region. Now, I'm giving it back to Thebes' rightful heir. However, as the new moon rises, the old moon must die. Oedipus, a former king and now a blind old man, is no longer needed in this country.
I, Oedipus, must leave our land for his son to rule over it.
And the ungrateful people of Thebes, he said, later drove him away after he nobly gave himself his due punishment. By blinding himself and resigning his throne. And I was the only one of my father's 4 children to go along with him and guide him in his blindness. Unfortunately, another tragedy happened during my absence.
Now that Oedipus has gone in exile, I shall hand over the throne to the due heir, Antiochus.
What? I'm the firstborn and a year older than the person you just mentioned. The throne should be handed over to me.
The firstborn you are, and you have been the first to guide your father in his blindness. Antigone is to become a member of another family through marriage.
This is outrageous! What say you, noble citizens of Thebes?
We say you shall perform your princely duty to care for your father, the former king, rather than to rule over his land. We are his crayon.
You ungrateful people of Thebes! My father should have let you die in the mouth of man-devouring monstrous fiends.
And is it grateful, Polonices, my elder brother and the firstborn, to let your father die in the wilderness?
Treachery and traitors are you all! The crown of Thebes is mine, mine alone. I shall take it back by force, foreign force, even at the cost of the city's destruction.
After my father died in a foreign city 2 years later, my two brothers killed each other for the inheritance they both claimed. I buried one of them, but I couldn't do the same for the other, who, for certain things he did, was regarded as the traitor of the city.
Now, people of Thebes, rejoice!
Victory! Victory!
The war which was sparked by the rivalry between two brothers 3 years ago is now ended in a single battle by the death of the two.
Hail, Crayon! Hail, the new king of Thebes!
And for the safety of our land, I shall make an example of Polonices, who, first of all, betrayed his own fatherland. As a result, he is never to be given a proper burial, and his miserable soul shall wander homeless between life and death.
Now, once again, you, people of Thebes, are standing here, the land my father delivered, condemning me for burying my eldest brother, Polonices, whom you call traitor, just because he wanted to take back what was his, and you gave to his younger brother, Oedipus, the crown of Thebes.
And my sister, after burying my father, came back, and once again, she was brave enough to defy the king's order and give our unburied brother a proper funeral.
You may sentence me to death, but I assure you, Oedipus and Antigone shall live on for the ages to come, in words that people speak and poets recite. For we've done what a righteous human being should. Finally, my dying wish is that you leave my younger sister, which meaning
The people of the city sentenced my sister to death. I buried her myself, and with her, my baby. It's been 10 years since your death, and I'm about to die, nameless and